Hi, my name is Franco Doko. Remember, I told you I'm going to show you how we're going to do pluralized files, like the file we synced the other time. And this is the 5. Remember, if you have not watched that video, please do go and watch that video. Okay, so maybe I might drop it anywhere around or put it in the description below the link so that you can go and watch it, see the issue that we have that made us to arrange these scenes. And it's very important, even apart from that issue, it's very important that you arrange your scenes. But if you take notes, if you are new to this conversation, if you take note, this is just day 5. We didn't do it in day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. We only did this arrangement in day 5. Okay, so now let's see how you can sync in Pluralsize effectively. Okay, so we'll open Pluralsize. Okay, so I'm going to make it small. So this is my window. So if for those who are using window, I told you that time that I use Mac to arrange. Okay, my Mac system is split into 2. I have the Windows section and the Mac OS section. So this is the Windows section. So this is how I arrange my file. I bring this file side by side, then maybe do it smaller like this. How do you do that? Okay, so I'll open a new window. Okay, for you is window E is to open a new window if you are new to window E. So I'll go to the same drive and open it, day 5, and I can just open the next camera. Right, if I'm using the camera like this, no, this is not the wrong, this is not the right one. Okay, okay, I've removed everything, so that is why they are not here. I've moved everything to this particular thing that you're seeing. So that is how you work. You can just double click the camera, look for where the camera is, the roots, look for it. You can maybe see some of this thing, then you right click and you play, maybe with this play to see these things.
I take 2.
You see saying take 2.
Action!
So if you've seen that, you just click and drag to this side, but then we're not doing it. We've already done our arrangement. So now what this particular part that we have is going to have our audio, okay, which is this audio. I'm going to open, I will delete this because I think we don't need that. So delete. Okay, because why that happened, when we did our first syncing in Pluralsize all together, that brings us drifted files. Okay, so we don't need it. So the first thing you want to do, if you not open it like this, you can just go to all the windows. Normally, let me say this: if you are if you're editing movies, you discover that if it's Zoom recorder, all the audio will be inside a folder. So what you have to do, if you see me in my previous video, I've done that. Okay, like taking all the audio out of the folder into one place like this. Okay, so you have to allow all the audio to be in a space like this. They will not be in a folder. Okay, so the next you have to do is to click this audio. Okay, for the purpose of this, let me name this as audio. Okay, audio day 5. So what I would do is to just drag into my Pluralsize here. I would click and drag the audio first. Let me go to the audio section. So click and drag, put it here. You see that the audio will sync. Now the reason why I'm bringing the audio first is because when I bring the visuals, this is what I discovered. When I bring my visual next, this is scene 49. It's going to tell me that this is scene 49. But if I bring the visual first, okay, maybe if I didn't bring the audio, I bring the visual first, it won't give me any number, scene number. Okay, that is why I usually do it west and opposite. Like I change the style of doing it. I first open my audio before bringing my visual. So instead of me to open this and just drag individually, I will not do that. Remember, I told you that you have to do camera 1, camera 2. So this is why you have to do camera 1 and camera 2, so that Pluralsize will be able to see that this is a different camera from this other camera. So we'll click and drag here. Now you see that this cam 1, cam 2. Now if you had put everything, maybe without splitting cam 1, cam 2, what will happen? We only have one timeline. We only have one timeline, but now we have 2 cam 1, cam 2. So you see that this is ready for us. When you click, you just do his thing, select everything for you. Remember, we didn't do the audio part. then we need to select the audio, we only select the visuals. So we allow Playwright to sort out the right audio for the visuals. Okay, so let's just wait Playwright to do his thing. And please, if you have questions, you can leave it in the comment section below. If you want us to treat any topic that relate to movie, or maybe you want anything that relate to effect, please leave in the comment section below. Definitely I will answer everything. I'm a visual effect person. I do colorways, like DaVinci Resolve, we do colorways, we do After Effects, we do fusion. We also do sound in our studio. Okay, we do sound production. So if you have any issue related to the movie industry, post-production work, I'm here for you. Okay, I'm here for you. I also run a school called School of Film Editing for those who want to learn editing. It's not free, but at least it's affordable that you can start to learn your editing. Like for those of you who are online, you can actually take this video that I'm putting every day to learn. But if you want a one-on-one mentorship training, then you have to come to the office, whereby we do the full training. We have 3 months, we have 6 months, we have 1 month. Okay, 1 month for those who said, okay, I can't be able to spend the whole of 3 months doing this thing. I need 1 month because I want to quickly start making money with it. So we have a training for 1 month. If you are a total beginner, I will not advise you to take 1 month course. Okay, but if you know you have the capacity to take a 1 month course, you can actually take a 1 month training with us. It will help you to also learn faster. Everything that we teach in 6 months, or if you're a beginner, we put them into a 1 month course that will help you to instantly start to edit movie. Okay, but if you say, okay, I have patience, I want to learn everything, then you go for the 3 months and then you learn, because 3 months is for beginners, 6 months for beginner. But if you have knowledge already in editing or in movie, okay, you have knowledge in movie, in maybe script writing, cameras, the 1 month can be okay for you. Okay, that is my own. The 1 month can be okay for you. But if you have no knowledge about film editing, you have no knowledge about shots, you have no knowledge about script writing, you have no knowledge about cameras, all this stuff, now it become an issue. Now sometimes if you are a videographer, and even videographer, you want to venture into movie editing, which we teach professionally, you want to venture into movie editing, it's going to give you an issue, because the shot you are using in videography is different from the shot that a movie editor is using. Okay, it's not the same shot, please don't get it wrong, it's not the same shot. What videographer use over the time, I've done videography. Okay, videographer does not use the normal shot that we use. They use what is called angular shot. There are two types of shot. One is angular shot, and one is the lens perspective. Okay, there is a right name for it, I've forgotten it now. So what videographer use are angular shots. They go to take angle, but sometimes they have to put, some source of, if you are done movie, you put those source of movie shots, like your CU, your tight CU, and sometimes your OS. You want to put those things, but most of the times what camera people do, videographers, sorry to say that I call you camera person, because most of them who go to event, they're actually camera persons. They only know how to operate camera, and sometimes their knowledge of camera is limited. They just know that if I carry camera I start making money, and that become a problem. That's why I see a videographer or somebody going an event and shooting a video, is shooting, let's say, outdoor video, and his iOS is 1000 for outdoor. How do you shooting iOS of 1000? Your shutter speed is lower because you don't know how those things work. You just feel like, okay, I just need to expose, and then you overexpose. Okay, so I will do more of that. Now if you see that we've been able to sync this effectively, so we've synced this. You see, this is the video, this is the video, and this is the audio. So the rest ones we don't need it. So this is the important of why you have to arrange your scene separately. The next thing you have to do is to click export. Now watch this. This is what I'm saying, that is the reason why I place my audio first. So this time that is scene. Now if I didn't put the audio first, if I put just the visual first, I won't get this. Now I'll just have untitled. That's what I will have. I will have untitled. So what I have to do next, if I'm using Premiere Pro, I can just click here. It's going to create two sequences on me. It's going to create two sequences. Sequence 1 is going to be replaced with the audio. That means I will not see the camera audio. Okay. Sequence 2, which is this, will be on sync files. Okay, color or on sync files. And this is going to come another sequence that has the audio not the audio, okay, not linked together, because this one, when I say sync with audio replace, which is going to replace the audio, just leave just the it's going to leave just the recorder audio for me, okay, the Zoom recorder audio for me, but the other one will leave both the Zoom recorder and the camera audio for me. So it's for me to make the decision to either, remove the video or leave it that way. Okay, so the next I want to do is to click here and go to my folder where I have the work. If you don't do this thing, it won't save inside of your folder, okay, or your hard drive. So I'll come to the 5. Now what I want to do, another thing I do, inside this arrange, I'm going to create another folder. I like doing that, or I might not do it that. Let me do it inside this the 5, and I will call this, I've already have a sync. Normally I usually do everything as sync, okay, but since I have that sync, I don't want to delete that sync. I'll call this sync scenes. Okay, so that differentiates this from this. So I will double open it, then this is okay. Save. The next thing, export. So that is it. It has saved inside the scene, this sync scene. So the next I want to do is to come here and create a new. Now it asks me to save. Now I don't want to save because I don't need it again. That is why I don't save. I don't need this whole thing again. Because what I just need is just that XML file. Immediately I have that XML file, I can just drag into Premiere Pro. I don't want to do any adjustment again. So to me, Loga is just one-time use. It's not you save the file and be using it over and over again. No, just like though you have a project file. So we're going to do that. Then come to the next, which is remember we're taking the audio first so that we can have our scene number. So take the audio drop again. The next one to drop is scene 55. Give it there. So I can just, while this thing is still going on, okay, since I want to talk to you, like we are doing the discussion while we're doing this, I can just come to this place and click sync. So you see, immediately this is finished, it's going to start working his work, okay. So like, I was just telling you about the camera person and also a professional DP. Like a camera person doesn't know how to regulate their camera to be able to get a good light. Okay, most of them just carry camera and go to event and film. They don't know the technicality of the camera work. Okay, that is where a cinematographer is different from a videographer. Okay, a cinematographer is different from a videographer, but if you're a professional videographer, you can be able to sort this out. Okay. Cinematographer have more knowledge about lighting. Okay, videographer has knowledge about lighting, but cinematographer is the deepest part of videographer. Okay, but most people are coming to the industry as videographer. They are coming in because they are hungry. I have to be honest. They are coming in because they feel like, okay, videography is people are doing event. Let me go into event. Even some photographers, they go into it because people are snapping, money is in photography, so let me do it. For years and for even now, I don't really like doing photography. Okay, I have cousins who are good photographers. Okay, they are good. Even me, I can snap, but I don't like photography. So I prefer videography than even photography because that is my field. Some people prefer photography and they go into photography and start doing their stuff. But if you love it, if you love photography or videography because of you love it for loving sake and you have passion in it, my advice is that you go and take more course and understand what camera lenses are, understand how to use aperture, how to use shutter speed, how to use iOS, what are the basic for outdoor, what are the basic for indoor. You need to understand these things and what are the lighting structures. All these things, if you know all these things, see your videography will take a new turn. But most people don't know it. That is why they just feel like, okay, let me just carry camera. They invite you and you go. We call them in our place Kwakapa. It's called Kwakapa. Meaning Kwakapa means something I just do. No, just do it. Do it anyhow and you're done. Okay, either call it Kwakapa photographer or Kwakapa videographer. Just do it anyhow. I'm a worry guy, so don't mind me. Okay, if you are a worry person, please leave in the comment section. I'm an indigenous born and brought up in Warri. I'm an urban man, so I am full-blooded worry. So sometimes if I even try to speak my pidgin English in some states, I'm in Asaba right now, but why am I saying in Asaba? I'm in Asaba, okay, Okpanam, Asaba, okay. So sometimes when I speak my pidgin English, people are like, "Kai, this guy, you are deep." And when they discover that I'm in worry, they say, "Ah, no wonder you be a worry person." Okay, so um, that is the truth about people, videographer. I've seen many of them. Sometimes there was one time they gave me a movie to edit. I did not reject it. The thing was, I just saw it. I thought I can be able to work on it. Because sometimes I take some risks, but now if you send me a movie and I look at the movie, I will reject it. It won't make me, I won't have flair to edit it because why? Of the technicality that is not there. This movie that I'm editing now, that we are syncing now, or more, the technicality in this movie is work. And I was telling the director, I said, this thing on Netflix, so, and I make reference to our Nigeria movie industry because in Nigeria we have different wood. Okay, we have Nollywood, but we have different state wood. So I won't call any states that say this guy is biased or whatever. And I said, if this movie is from this place, I said, okay, I told him that this movie it looked like people from this other state, and he said, what do you expect when somebody who is not from here do a movie? Okay, that look like that because he himself is from that side. He does a Netflix standard. His movies are shown in cinemas. Okay, imagine a cinemas director is coming to direct normal Nollywood film. How would you expect that film to be? He's going to have cinema standard. Okay, so that is one thing that I've learned so far from this director. Okay, so you must be able to understand that as a videographer, learn everything. Even me as an editor, I started editing as a videographer, but my flair is not as a video editor. I mean to say, my flair is not learning editing to start doing events. Okay, my flair in learning editing is to learn editing and do my own movie. But as it goes, I discovered that I can be able to use it for other persons and then make money, and so I have to do it. And most of the times I don't do event editing. Event editing now I've sometimes not wanted to do it because it's very time constrained, because sometimes you have an event of 4 hours but there is money, which definitely if they bring it, I usually charge high editing events more than movies. Sorry to say, charge high, so that at least if I'm editing a 4 hours event that 4 hours event I can use to edit a movie. But you spend time editing a 4 hours event in one timeline. You are walking, and sometimes you stumble into some place. Though event editing is fun, okay. But sometimes you just listen to one person talking something for like 30 minutes, basically talking. Or you get bored. But the only thing that makes it sweet is that you are having different shots coming together, okay. But movie editing is that you have different shots, not different shots, sorry to say, for event, not different shots. You're having different cameras, angles, okay. If it's two cameras, you're having two cameras angle to play with, and then you have to bring clips from, So it is fun. And to me, that is something that you can do and just pick out your money at a go. But you enjoy it more better if you are the one filming it. If you are the one filming the event, you enjoy it better. But if someone films it for you, you might have issue. Mostly when the person doesn't know editorial terms, he doesn't know about editing, it become an issue to you. But if the person know about editing, okay, you can likely edit it simple because the person is going to shoot it like an editor. Now, get this straight. If an editor shoot for you, the editor shoot it like an editor, and he edit it while shooting. See, that is the truth. An editor edits when he's holding camera, he's editing his mind. Okay, how do I cut this thing? And the next thing is filming this thing. So, okay, where should I cut? So he understands those things. But if you doesn't know editing, what it does is just take the cameras and just film anything, and they tell you that the editor will edit it. Oh, the editor, no, I'll give it to my editor will patch it, because they don't understand the technicality. Sorry to say, Now, that is, if somebody is coming to learn anything from me, the thing I teach the person, I teach them camera, cinematography. Now it's not the main. I teach them the basic cinematography, basic script writing, basic directing, basic sound production. So this helps them when they are editing their movies. They understand these basic things to flow effectively. Okay, but most of the times, most editors doesn't know these things. I know all these things because I am a teacher and I started from acting. Okay, I didn't mention I teach acting also. I teach basics acting for my editors. So if you're coming to School of Film Editing, you are rest assured that you are coming to learn basic acting because that will help you when you are editing. That will help you that okay, these are the things I have to look at if an actor is acting because you are actually editing performance, which is acting. So you must understand these things about acting. But most people don't do that. Okay, so so that is the thing. So if you come to School of Film Editing, it helps you to grow. Even though you are an established editor, you can come and take the basic course on cinematography, basic course on editing, basic course on what is it called, script writing, and all these things will help you to edit effectively. Because when it comes to script writing, you're going to learn the structure of storytelling. If you understand the structure, it helps you. Was it yesterday? There was a movie that was sent, and I was watching the movie, and that's my wife. Let's watch the movie together. We were watching the movie together. I don't actually watch movie, but that movie, I said, let me watch it. I saw the trailer. So the movie is an historical movie. When I saw the trailer, it was an historical movie. It has to do with the Roman Catholic story, and then it has to do with like what I find that based on my find time, I might be wrong, that the story is about after the death of Pope John Paul, before I think Pope Francis came in. Okay, during Pope Francis or one other pope, that there is a Nigerian bishop that's supposed to be a pope, but they played some games around, so the bishop did not become pope. So that's about the story. So I love the story. But I saw so many things about the story, like the story structure. I saw, because I have this knowledge, I saw those things and I was like, wow, this is wonderful. And the editorial part is superb. So I was like, wow, I love this, I love that. Okay. So we have talked a lot. So I think I'm going to end this video here. If you have any question, you can leave it in the comment section below. I will do that. I think we can actually finish the syncing of this whole thing, so I will do this remaining part I'll do the remaining part after I end this video. But I hope you have learned one or two how to do it. Okay, so you can use it in your next videos, in your next movie that you're editing. So stay blessed. My name is Frank Udoko and this is my word. Also, don't forget, you can search for School of Film Editing, subscribe, because most things will be dropping on my personal channel and then on School of Film Editing also. Because for now we're working on personally build my personal brand, which has already been built, but it hasn't been built more on YouTube. Okay, so I'm building on YouTube. You can follow me on all social media, but I'm not active on all social media. I have to be honest, I'm only active on YouTube. So see you in other of our video. My name is Frank Udoko and God bless you. My name remains Frank Udoko. That in me kind, so I have to do it. I'm not cutting this video, so that is, I want you to hear my name. Frank Udoko is my name. You can type it on Google and you'll see most things that I've done as an editor. Okay, so see you other time.